It's been well over a day since the last PowerPoint presentation, so of course that means we need another PowerPoint presentation immediately. Today we are going to be discussing seal runes and their viability on units in Summoner's War. So what are seal runes? Which I'm sure 99% of you already know, but they are the new runes being integrated into the game with the new Summoner's War Reloaded update. Engraving two pieces of this runes, a two set, will grant a seal effect on a monster's attack with a 15% chance. Seal activates, deactivates Despair, Vampire, Violent, Nemesis, Revenge, Destroy, and Seal rune set effects. The more duplicate sets engraved, the higher the chance to grant the seal effect. I can't really imagine a whole lot of units are going to be built with triple seal runes though. So keep that in mind. It's going to be like Violent Seal or Swift Seal or Despair Seal, etc., etc. So where do seal runes drop? This is from the new dungeon, Spiritual Realm. I know there's been some comments about people like, oh, nobody's gonna farm this, nobody cares, there's all these crap runes that nobody cares about. I mean, fight runes people still very much care about. Determination runes people still do care about. I know Tricaru is getting a nerf in this new Summoners War Reloaded update, but Tricaru is still going to be a viable team. There's just going to be better teams that people are going to be using to farm the Abyss dungeons. That doesn't mean Tricaru is completely nerfed to the ground, can't be used at all. So Determination will still be in effect, and the new seal runes, which people are definitely going to farm because especially certain teams are going to be very strong with these seal runes. They're mostly going to be farming this dungeon for the seal runes instead of trying to get enhanced accuracy and tolerance. Not really too many people care about those, but people will still be farming this dungeon for sure. Let's discuss the viability of seal runes on various units in Summoner's War. So first off, we have Lucian. Much like Despair runes, seal runes won't make much sense on something like Lucian. I'm not showing you a good unit for seal runes, I'm showing you a bad unit for seal runes. Why? The purpose of Lucian is to completely nuke an enemy team. If Lucian serves his purpose, Vampire, Revenge, Violent, etc., runes won't matter because the enemy team will be dead. If you're, let me move my face. If Lucian serves his purpose, if your Lucian can't kill the enemy team, the match is already in a bad spot, and while a two set of seal runes could still be useful, this doesn't really fit the main focus of seal runes. Now we're going to talk about Rakuni, so let's take a look at Rakuni's skill. Skill 1, single target attack, 15% chance to activate seal on one single target. Skill 2, full attack bar increase, does not attack, which means seal runes do nothing. And skill 3, passive heal, seal runes do nothing. So analysis, seal runes would only activate on Rakuni's skill 1 with a small chance, not the most efficient use of the rune set. Nemesis would still be a stronger choice because they suit his skill set more, allowing him to get more turns since he's strongest when he gets a lot of turns for his passive to activate. Then we have Darian. Single target skill 1, single target skill 2, another very low utilization for seal runes. It would be more effective to have Revenge since he'll be targeted often and his skill 1 has a strong defense break. Or Destroy since he will likely be used in drawn out matches, or at least that's what his purpose is, to draw out matches longer. These two sets would be much better options than Seal. So now, you're curious why I'm showing you units that shouldn't have seal runes. I wanted to show you some bad examples so you can understand where they don't make as much sense. Now we're going to see some good ones. Seal runes apply a debuff, which is deactivation of rune sets, similar how Despair runes apply a debuff of stun. So this is the best comparison for runes. Is seal is very similar. Doesn't do the same thing. It's not a CC skill. It just does a seal. It seals up the runes. Not all the rune sets, but similar to how stun works, right? So they're both different debuffs on the units. Therefore, a good rule of thumb, generally speaking, is that seal runes can be strong on many of the same units Despair runes are strong on. Here are some good options for seal runes. So Robos is a great option. Most of the all the Robos actually have AoEs. Wind and Dark Robos have multiple area of effect skills. And Dark Robo has 2 AoE strips. Wind Robo has a CC skill 3 and also a strip on skill 2. With skill 2 and skill 3 hitting a large array of enemies, allowing more activations for a seal runes to take effect. Also consider the units generally picked into the Robos: Juno, Vertiheel, Riley, Volantis, etc. Especially Vertiheel. Seal runes, I feel, potentially could be a big hit to Vertiheel teams since it all relies on RNG. You have the 45% on triple revenge, 45% chance to revenge, and then if you're sealed, if you're either CC'd or like if you have, for example, a Despair and seal on a unit, that's two different things that can counter the Vertiheel. So if you're bringing like some Robos against Vertiheel, potentially Despair chance, if that doesn't activate, Seal chance could activate, and he could just, his revenge won't proc, right? So 45% chance for the revenge to proc, unless he's sealed, in which case revenge is not going to proc. Seal can be very effective against units like these. Oh yeah, we already just discussed this right now. Juno's revenge and attack bar boost can be nullified by sealing her and deactivating her revenge set. Vertiheals, it's still going to cleanse if she gets a turn. She's still going to cleanse the seal off. Don't get me wrong. Vertiheals, often triple revenge builds, can be nullified while his revenge sets are sealed. Riley can be stripped and sealed, preventing her from violent procking, cleansing, and putting immunity up on the team. Volantis Despair Runes can be sealed, preventing him from stunning the team after he steals his turn. He can still provoke and or glancing, let me move my face, and or glancing debuff your opponents, though, since those are not rune based. Those are his skill, right? So who else can be really good on seal runes? Wind Robo, Fire... Oh, I forgot I changed the things for Wind Robo to be actually in that slide. Wind Robo, Fire Robo, Gianna, Triton, Chiwu, Moor, Shangpeng, Okeanos, Tianlang, Shadow Claw, Shogun. There's a lot, like any unit can be technically, seal runes can work on them. But these runes are just going to get the most value. Shadowclaw, Shogun, Noramo, Long Figaro, Liume, Iris, Bering, Wunsa, Veronica, Gemini, Zima, Varisa, Amdua, Nyx, Clara, Gina, etc., etc. So, what do these units have in common? They're all units with AoE skills, sometimes multiple AoE skills, often strips as well, and single turn control skills. They're often used in control teams. This is not the only place seal runes can be used. I know people are going to be like, oh, you could use them in other places. Yeah, you guys keep saying this. I don't know why. You listen to half the thing and you're like, you're wrong. This is this and that is that. And I'm like, I said that in the video. Why are you trying to tell me the thing that I said in the video? I said in the video. Why don't you just listen to the thing that I said in the... Guys, I don't know. I don't know. You make me crazy sometimes. This is not the only place seal runes can be used. It's simply the most effective use for them, since you know your opponent will be stripped as long as your skills work, and are generally most countered by things like revenge and violent cleanse, turning the tide of the battle. This is often the same place despair runes can be useful. Again, keep that in mind for a good rule of thumb. Although despair and seal can work together, violent and seal can work together, and also swift and seal. But seal has the added benefit of being more flexible since it's a two-set, and can also be effective with one-turn CC units, Tyron, Okeanos, Clara, etc., where despair is less useful. It's pointless to stun if a unit is already stunned. Of course, seal will also be useful in Guild Siege very often as well, since opponents are often on violent despair or destroy runes. It's just there's less point to bringing multiple AoE crowd control units into Guild Siege, where it would be better, generally speaking, in or more common, generally speaking, in RTA. So PSA, you won't need seal runes on TOA units. There's nothing for them to seal. Just thought I'd throw that out there, because I know someone's going to think that. So TLDR on the whole thing, seal is best used with heavy CC teams that are most impacted by violent proc and cleansers and despair revenge procs. Seal is also a strong 2-set for Guild Siege, and can also be useful 2-set for arena offense bomb teams. I think this is the last slide, so we're going to finish it here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got something out of it. Food for thought. I know people are going to be like, oh, I'm going to use my seal on my Vigor, the water werewolf. There's not, you could use seal on whatever you want to use. I'm just saying the most effective things that are going to get the most value out of the seal runes in general. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this. Farm the seal runes. You're going to regret it later if you don't. Well, you're probably not going to get good seal runes anyway. So either way, you'll regret it because it's Summoner's War. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you as always in the next one.